Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of my FIFA podcast. Now, this is a very, very special day as it is episode 1 of many, as I'm going to be making an episode pretty much every single day from now till who knows when, at least for the end of this FIFA and on to EAFC. Now, these podcasts every day could really vary anywhere from 5 minutes of me just talking about the content that is released, all the way to, who knows, maybe 20-30 minutes long of me talking about promos to come in the future, or leaks, or if EA just drop a whole bunch of content. Now, eventually, I will add actual video to this podcast, especially if a good content day comes. I'll talk about the content and show my pack itself. Like, let's say, for example, a good icon pack is released into SBCs. It'll be me talking about the pack, and you'll actually be able to see my pack as well. Or if I'm talking about some sort of gameplay or something like that, you'll be able to see my gameplay as well. So, for episode 1, what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about Futties, as it should come Friday. We haven't had a confirmation about that, but it's heavily rumored, and I think it is coming Friday. Normally, in terms of the FIFA schedule, it should have come last Friday, so I think it's definitely going to come this Friday. Now, Futties is a very, very fun promo. In my opinion, it's the best promo, because it's end of the year. There's a bunch of good cards out. There's a bunch of great SBCs, and of course the 85 times 10 at the very, very end of it is just so fun. 85 times 10 repeatable, that is, of course. The 85 times 10 will be in the promo very, very early on. If it's anything like last year, the 85 times 10 will be released into SBCs. You'll be able to do about one a day, and then they'll gradually increase the amount that you can do per day, week by week, until it is fully repeatable, which will be with about 2 weeks left of the game and Futties. So the question is, what is to come of Futties? Well, we'll see best of impacts, we'll see 85 times 10, we'll see a bunch of SBCs drop, we'll see icon SBCs, we'll see a lot of things. I'm assuming a majority of you listening to this podcast have played FIFA with Futties before, so you know what to expect. But there might be some people where it's your first time playing Ultimate Team, and I can tell you, you are in for a treat of Futties. So real quickly, I'm going to be talking about what will be the same in terms of this Futties. Now, obviously, this is not 100% confirmed because I don't work for EA, but it's pretty much confirmed because why would they change it? So in Futties, we have best of impacts. Now, this will be 3 different batches. If it's anything like last year and the years before, this will be 3 different batches. Batch 1 will consist of pretty much Team of the Years, Future Stars, and promos below that. Batch 2 will incorporate that same thing, except it'll replace, the bottom 3 promos with a bunch of Team of the Season cards. And then Batch 3 will include Shapeshifter cards, probably level up cards, as well as, Team of the Year cards and everything below. Batch 3 will definitely be the best batch. In FIFA's below, I think they've even released like 150, 200 cards into packs, so more than 100 cards. So Batch 3 is definitely the best batch, but all batches will be really fun. You'll be able to try out cards that you've wanted to try out all year. The market will crash. You'll be able to get special cards for very, very cheap and just make really, really fun teams. As well as that, Futties cards are going to be coming out in SBCs as well as objectives. Now, these Futties cards will be the best cards in the game. We'll probably see like a 98, 99 overall Ronaldo, Messi. We'll see end of eras, probably an end of era Ibra at one point. Probably like a 99 overall end of era Benzema. Just tons of really, really good cards will be coming out in SBCs. We'll also be able to get to vote on players, so it'll give us like a player pick, and it'll be like, okay, vote for this, this player. This player will get 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills or something like that. And then let's say, for example, it'll give you like an option between like Rashford, Haaland, and like Salah, for example. And you'd be able to pick amongst those 3. Whoever gets the most votes out of those, player picks will get a card, and those cards will be dropped. So we all pretty much know what's going to be the same about Futties, because EA tends to pretty much kind of take the same route of every single promo, as well as the same schedule every single year. So we know what's the same, but there will definitely be things that are different this promo, as we have seen a little bit of different things this FIFA, a little bit of new additions, and I think the differences that we'll see of Futties from this year as opposed to last year, I think will be very, very nice. And it'll make Futties really, really enjoyable. The first difference we'll see is season objectives. Now, season objectives in the past have been absolutely awful, but now season objectives are really, really good. We see level 40 in this one. I expect with the season refresh on Thursday to see the new season be, instead of season 7, I think, Shapeshifters, it'll be season 8 Futties. Now, hopefully, we'll maybe even get 50 levels here. From last season, EA upped it from 30 levels to 40 levels. I think this was the first time, I'm pretty sure, that we saw 40 levels this year. So I'm expecting there to be at least 40 levels and possibly even like 50 levels. And, I say possibility because we don't really know, honestly. I would like to see them upgrade it to 50 levels just because it'll give us more just content with Futties. And honestly, I see that being something that EA might actually do. Regardless, 30, 40, 50 levels, I think the level rewards will be really, really good. Every 10 rewards we'll see basically a choice between a player or a pack, and all of those, instead of being Shapeshifters players like they were this FIFA, all of those will be Futties players. So I think it'll be really, really cool. Like, for an example, we could possibly see like an 85 times 25 or like a 98 overall Modric. Like, that's obviously kind of just an example, sort of going like the cruise route. We probably won't see Modric in there, but you get the point. Just like, a choice between, a 96, 97, 98 overall Futties player or a really, really big pack, and it'll be a good choice of whether or not. And of course, we're going to be able to see all of this on Thursday, which is going to be really, really cool. We'll be able to see the Futties design on Thursday, most likely, at least, as I'm assuming that there will be Futties cards in season objectives. So that'll be really, really cool. Another difference this year that we will see in Futties is these promo icons being in the 85 times 10 and stuff like that. I am, once again, not 100% certain, but extremely confident that, Foot Birthday icons, Trophy Titans icons, Shapeshifter icons, Team of the Year icons will all be re-released into packs gradually over time. In Batch 1, we'll probably see World Cup icons as well as Team of the Year icons. That'll be really, really cool. And then in further batches, we will be able to see, the Shapeshifter icons, the Foot Birthday icons, and Trophy Titans icons. Now, this will definitely make 85 times 10s worth grinding. I think it'll be a really, really cool addition to Futties. And it's going to be something that we haven't seen before. We have not seen icons be available in 85 times 10s before. And with the re-release, of these icons, we will be able to see them in 85 times 10s. And I think that's just going to add a whole really, really cool element to Futties of, being able to pack these big icons like Foot Birthday Maldini, Eusebio, Zidane, Pele, Garincha, Henry, Schweinsteiger, Eto'o, maybe even a Ronaldinho or Ronaldo, if we get really, really lucky. And these could all possibly be in the 85 times 10 repeatable at the end of the year. In the years past, we've had, big players like 99 Neymar in FIFA 21, 99 Messi, 99 Ronaldo in FIFA 22. These endgame players that are in the 85 times 10 but are still extremely, extremely rare, where it's Futties, but they're still like millions of coins. Players that make the 85 times 10 worth grinding, and I think icons will be included there, and I think it'd be really, really cool to see like a Team of the Year Ronaldinho or Shapeshifters Pele in the 85 times 10 to be able to grind for it. The type of card that's, 1 in 10,000 85 times 10s, so it's still a really, really, really low chance of getting it, but you're doing it repeatable, so eventually, if you do enough of them, you're going to get it, most likely. Because there has been cards in the past, honestly, where they're still really, really rare, and it seems like they're impossible to get in the 85 times 10s. One example of that is Path to Glory Eater. Man, I remember in FIFA 21, by the way, which in my opinion was end of the year promos and everything like that, the best FIFA for it. Like, we had Path to Glory, then we had Summer Stars, and those two promos were just absolutely incredible. We saw incredible cards with it, and then they were in 85 times 10s, which is great. But an example of this is Eater. I mean, this card was still like 500k when the 85 times 10 was repeatable, and he was in packs. And I remember trying to pack this card, and I couldn't pack this card. Like, I opened up so many packs, like, and my goals were to pretty much pack a lot of the biggest cards in the game. I remember getting 99 Neymar in my calc class. Had an 8 a.m. calc class. I was sitting in class. Now, mind you, Neymar was one of the cards that I really, really wanted. I was grinding for Neymar pretty much. Did probably over 100, 285 times 10 packs. And I remember it being an 8 a.m. calc class. I was sitting in class trying not to fall asleep, just grinding 85 times 10s, and I finally packed Neymar. And it was just absolutely incredible. Like, I couldn't react at all because I was in class. Oh, the vibes were immaculate, that FIFA. But the point is, though, is there was this Eater card, right? And I couldn't pack it. I must have done hundreds of 85 times 10 packs, and I could not, for the life of me, pack this Eater card. He perfectly fit my team really, really well, and I just couldn't pack him. I'm pretty sure he was the only card that I didn't pack. And in every FIFA, there are these cards in the 85 times 10 where it's like that. Last year, like I said, it was 99 Messi, 99 Ronaldo. They were in the 85 times 10 repeatable, but they were really, really hard to get. You could open up 585 times 10 packs and still potentially not pack them. So players like that make the 85 times 10 so fun. It's one thing to have the 85 times 10 and just get players over and over and over again. That gets boring after a while. But if you have players that are extremely, extremely good, still top tier, even in August, that you want to get and are really, really difficult to get, even with the 85 times 10 being repeatable, that is what makes FIFA fun. And the only way I see that happening this FIFA is if icons get re-released. You know, I can absolutely see myself grinding for Pele, Henry, maybe even Garrincha, end of the year, you know, doing non-stop 85 times 10 after 85 times 10 trying to get these cards. And I think that would make it probably the most enjoyable portion of FIFA we've ever seen if we get these icon cards in the 85 times 10. Another thing, too, with the addition to icons and promos, what I would really, really love to see is Futties icons cards. Could you imagine, like, a Futties Jairzinho, for example, you know, highly used icon cards that, like, people really, really love to use. Jairzinho is definitely one that comes to mind. I remember middle of the year, people loved this card. Start of the year, people loved this card, Jairzinho mid-card. So a Futties Jairzinho would be absolutely amazing. It could be, like, 95 overall. Would be really, really cool. So that's another thing that I really hope to see. And honestly, I think with the way that we've seen these promos get these icon cards, I think we might be able to see it. I'm kind of disappointed in EA that we didn't see any icon level up cards. But who knows? Maybe they're just saving these icons for Futties to be able to be released instead of level up. I'm also quite excited to see what gamble icon packs we see. I feel like we've been stuck in this kind of infinite loop of just awful icon packs, literally for the past like 2 months. We've seen nothing but the 90 plus icon player pick, as well as the Brazil, France, Netherlands 90 plus SBC. I'm bored of this. Everybody's bored of this. I think it has like an 82% dislike ratio on Footbin. This shows that the FIFA community does not like this. They are bored of this. Why can't we get better icon packs? But we will finally see better icon packs come Futties time. I'm not really sure what they're going to do this year because it's a lot different this year with icons being in promos instead of just like a full-on big promo for icon moments. But I do think that we will see a lot of 93 plus icon picks as well as specific picks, you know, like a Brazilian, Netherlands, France pick, but instead of being 90 plus in one player, it's 93 plus from all the promo icons as well as shapeshifter promo, things like that. Throw in shapeshifters to these player picks and make them just player picks. Or if they're going to be packs where it's only one player, make it like 95 plus. I think sometime around this time last year we got a 95 plus moments pack. It was absolutely incredible. We got it in icon swaps and I think just in SBC. It was extremely expensive to do. And there was L's in it. I think Yashin was a big L. Baresi or something like that might have been another L. Javi, I think, was another L in that pack. So there was definitely a majority of those packs were the players that were still under like 300k that were 95 plus. But point is, though, is there's a smaller pool of players, so it's a pack, and it's also really, really fun because there's a lot of really, really good players to get and not a lot of really bad players to get. So hopefully they'll do something like that this year and soon. Another thing is store packs. We have seen EA completely revolutionize store packs this year with 400, 500k packs as well as essential packs that are 100, 200k, and like 500, 1,000 FIFA points. We've seen EA completely revolutionize that this year, and I honestly think that they have done a really, really good job this year. This year's the first year where I've like purchased FIFA points and been like, yeah, that was worth it, because these packs are actually really, really good. So I think come Futties time, the store packs that we get during Futties time, I think are going to be really, really good. So be kind of prepared for that. Prepare your wallets for that. An example is a pack that's already in the code, which honestly might come today, posting this podcast. It might already be out by the time you're listening to this podcast, but it's basically going to be a pack of 10 Team of the Season players, as well as, I think, Trophy Titans heroes and icons. Now, this has potential to obviously be really, really good. It's basically an 85 times 10 when 85 times 10s are repeatable. Also has the chance to be really bad because there's a lot of Team of the Seasons that are bad. So you very, very well could just pull nothing but 10, 30k Team of the Seasons. But still, regardless, that's really, really good because Team of the Seasons are really, really expensive right now. If you're buying them for fodder, they're still like 23, 25k. So you're essentially getting over 200,000 coins worth of fodder, which is excellent. And obviously, the later on that goes in the year, the better these packs will be. So to be that pack, except better. Now, before I wrap up this podcast episode, I am going to leave you guys with one thing that will make your Futties experience a lot more enjoyable. And it is knowing this information. Obviously, this might be different this year. Cannot confirm 100%, but most likely, going by last year and going by the years before, 99% chance going to be like this. Batch 1 will not have Team of the Seasons or Shapeshifters cards in the packs. However, it will still have really, really good cards, especially if we get the icons. We'll probably see at least like World Cup Ronaldo, Team of the Year Mbappe, Team of the Year Messi, that 1.7 million coin Ginola card, cards like that. So it's not going to be a total L, but there probably won't be Team of the Seasons or Shapeshifters in the pack. So just know that. Don't hype yourself too up for Futties Batch 1. However, it will still be really, really fun because there will be like 100 special cards in packs, and at least 10 of them will be pretty good and pretty expensive and pretty fun to use and very much desirable to be packed. And another thing is, and I said this earlier in the podcast, is that the 85 times 10 will not be repeatable right off the bat. However, we will get the 85 times 10 pretty much right off the bat. Last year was about a week into Futties. The Monday of Futties, less than a week from now, we will probably see the first batch of 85 times 10s. It'll probably be repeatable once every 3-4 days, and then as time progresses, as the weeks progress in Futties, that time will become less and less and less, and then we'll start getting them every single day, and then we might even start getting them like twice or 3 times a day, repeatable, and then we'll eventually get them fully repeatable. However, that won't be till the last 2 weeks of Futties, which, as annoying as that is, it is kind of a good thing. Because if you think about it, if 85 times 10s started being repeatable next week, we still have 2 months of the game left. You could say it's July all you want, but at the end of the day, EAFC is not out yet. This is what we got, and we're all pretty much addicted to this game. So don't be upset when the 85 times 10 is repeatable. Don't cry to EA that the 85 times 10 is not repeatable. Just be happy that the 85 times 10 is out, honestly. So yeah, as much as everyone wants the 85 times 10 to be repeatable right now, it would just make the game dead. The 85 times 10 being repeatable for Batch 3 of Futties for 2 weeks is more than enough. More than enough fun. And honestly, at the end of the 2 weeks, it does kind of get boring after a while. So if you think about it, now take those 2 weeks, put it at the start of Futties, and now we have 1.5 months to 2 months of really, really boring FIFA, with everyone having the same absolutely incredible team. And that just wouldn't be fun, let's be real. It'll be more fun with the 85 times 10 being gradually repeatable than it is if it would just become repeatable off the bat. And that's honestly the truth. So if you go in with that mindset, and if you go in with the mindset of they're not going to just release all the Team of the Seasons at once, and enjoy the promo as it is. It's a really, really fun promo. It's about probably a 2-month long promo. We have great SBCs throughout the entirety of the promo. So much stuff in packs. It's really, really easy to make coins because you're getting packs from doing SBCs, and in those packs, because there's 100 special cards in the packs, you're pulling special cards left and right, even if they're not good ones. Still, they quick sell for 10k or they sell for 18k in the market or whatever. You're still getting a lot of coins. It's a lot easier to make coins. It's a really, really fun promo. I'm excited for it. You guys should be excited for it. And it all will hopefully start on Friday. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review if you can. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. It helps so much. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more podcasts. Like I said, I'm going to try to put out as many podcasts as I can. Whether it be a 5-minute podcast talking about the content or a 20-minute podcast like this one talking about a future promo or something around those lines. Every single SBC that comes out, whether it be a player or a gamble pack, I will review and let you know whether you should do it or not, or give it a gamble. I also hope to be doing player reviews in the future as well, and I'm very excited to make content. Once again, thank you guys, have a great day, and God bless.